So there's a TikTok trend that some people are calling abuse. And
I've
decide if
seen
it is or
this.
not. So basically,
My mom tried it once when this was. Is it still popular? Because I smacked an egg on her head a little while ago.
the parent films themselves cooking with their child, and they crack an egg on the kid's head. And sometimes the kid laughs, and sometimes they don't.
Of course, it's the white kid that says "hey," not the black kid. It's not racist. I'm trying not to be. I don't know what rate, how far you have to go to be racist.
That was very nice.
Then, of course, the parent uploads the video to TikTok for the world to see. So this became a trend, and once the trend caught on, professionals and other people who work with kids, they started making TikToks and being like, nah, bro.
We're teaching them that hitting someone is acceptable and funny.
It's my professional opinion that this trend...
Is that Flibby, or whatever the hell that guy's name is? The guy that wears that, the guy that acts like a clown. I went to that, my sister watches him on
needs
YouTube.
to stop.
This trend is not funny.
So then traditional
It is to
news
me.
media caught on to the egg challenge, and
kids
they started doing news stories about it. And some of these places would,
Because kids getting hurt is funny to me, especially when the kid would hit his head.
have experts on, and the consensus seems to be, nah, bro, don't do that to your kid. Now, the argument in favor of the egg challenge
Oh my
seems to be,
God.
hey, it's not a big deal. Remember when...
Jesus.
There's a lot of hand sanitizer in church. Anybody notice that? I don't know.
Shut up with
So there's a
the Ruby
TikTok-
Gilman stuff. Ruby Gilman was a terrible movie. To me, at least. Because I'm more of a violent kid. I like watching violent stuff.
People are freaking out because companies may start using AI to analyze how productive their employees are. Let me show you. Here's an example of the technology being used in a coffee shop. So it looks like here you can see how many cups each employee has made during their shift. And of course, everyone's favorite in the video is Olga here. Olga doesn't give a She's only made 3 cups all day, while Anna over here has made 20. Olga needs to get the lead out of her ass. So of course, this has people freaking out. This is a violation of workers' rights. This is straight out of 1984. Can AI make me a
1980. Hey, If AI made you a girlfriend, it probably would do the opposite of what you wanted. Damn it! Didn't write. This is...
girlfriend? Oh, but it's not just analyzing productivity. Here it is analyzing employees, making sure they're all wearing their face masks thoroughly. Why? Why are you doing this to minimum wage workers? Why don't you go make an AI that tracks how underpaid they all are? So I saw these videos. So this TikToker claims that mixing ground beef and fruit. So this principal is in hot water because he shoved his own student.
Oh, I did
so
this
the student is 11 years
in a
old and
video
autistic. And he was allegedly got banned on Twitch for making some dark jokes. So here he is playing Fortnite and suddenly loses, and he says this. So this influencer had her cat declawed, and the internet is just...
Their rights. Their rights. Their rights. God. Who cares?
not having it. So a few months ago, this woman got a kitten, and it's adorable, as kittens are. But
I haven't got my cat declawed. I have a massive scar on my thigh. And my sister threw my cat at my ball sack once, so that was
it
fun.
allegedly had a problem with clawing up the furniture. So she decides to take it to the vet and get it declawed, which is painful and horrible for a cat. And when she went to talk about it on camera, because influencers talk about everything on
I hate influencers. Influencers burn. She doesn't have what are those eyebrows? My eyebrows are hairy.
camera, people were giving her a verbal beatdown. Isn't that illegal in some states? You're a monster! How about I declaw your mom? So then...
declaw her? Look at her nails. She's freaking practically a cat.
So this internet boat drama got this guy fired. So this family goes on one of those charter fishing trips, and the dad allegedly touches the throttle of the boat when he wasn't supposed to, and the captain is pissed.
I don't give a f***. Right, just go back. I am going back.
Just leave it.
You talk, you don't f***ing listen for shit. I done told you, listen to me. You keep telling me, listen to me, listen to me. I ain't listening to you, bro. Okay, all right. I do this every
The kid's just recording.
every day. Okay, yeah, you made something good. Okay, I hope I did. Never have I ever had a trip like this.
Now, according to the dad's Facebook post about it, he slipped and fell on the wet floor and touched the throttle. A complete accident. So then why was the captain, who's named Captain Chris, why was Captain Chris so pissed? Well, the captain was at the back of the boat taking a hook out of the mahi they just caught. And the sudden...
Holy heck. A mahi? Holy frick, those things are freaking huge.
pushed the throttle almost threw him overboard and into the motor, which is why he got so pissed. So this video has been blowing up, and people want to know if it's all staged. So supposedly, this entire airplane here is waiting on this woman to come out of the bathroom so that this man down here can make a surprise marriage proposal. But then, when you play the video with sound... Now, before we talk about whether this was staged or not, let me just acknowledge...
Sound... I had a legendary burp once.
That was f***ing funny, and one of the many reasons I would never want to propose on an airplane. So anyway, this video blows up, and people start tearing this idea apart. Imagine an entire airplane full of people waiting on you to come out of the bathroom. That's embarrassing. I'd have to jump off the plane. She didn't say I do. She said I do. And I agree. All the places. So there's a TikTok trend that some people are... So this TikToker was so toxic, his mom had to intervene. So this guy makes a collection of TikToks saying...
Whoa, what the hell? Look at his head. He looks like Jimmy Neutron if Jimmy Neutron was a darker skin tone and his ears were smaller and he didn't have his hair.
A bunch of incel thing.
The gaming beavers found his true love. Don't Beaver and this dude have the same size nose?
Like,
Great.
Those will always deserve to
After I
be
offend you, Beeve.
for rejecting nice guys like me.
so the grape obviously represents something I can't say on this platform, but you get the idea. So he says all this,
Balls?
and he does not feel bad about it.
If you're expecting an apology for what they said about this, you're not getting one.
By the way, this guy's from Georgia, so shout out to Georgia.
Oh, I just
anyway,
did
his
that.
videos were so extreme, they blew up, and the comments were just destroying him. You incel! What the hell is wrong with this guy? How does he look 17 and 39 at the same time? And he starts getting all this attention, and then TikTok bans his account. And, good for them. But here's something I've never seen before. The guy's mom caught onto his videos, and she decides to make a video of her own in response.
I've told him multiple times that you have mommy issues. Me, I'm the mama. No one
Mommy
deserves to
issues.
talk.
So this video's blowing up, and the internet is super mad about it. Rich people shit. Billionaire shit. Rich people shit. So as you can see in the caption, the drink allegedly cost $18.
Extortion.
So this video blows up on Instagram Reels, and angry
It's only
people
5%
just flood the
drink.
comments. What a ripoff! Where's the rest of the drink? Why is
The
that
ice.
ice cube shaped like a dong? And of course that was their reaction. I mean, $18 for like a sneeze of alcohol and a long-ass ice cube? Like, I expect this nonsense from Starbucks, not from the local bar. Alright, people are tripping about this video, so
Oh my god.
I gotta ask, would you eat this?
Looks like a brain.
So this all started when a restaurant in Turkey posted this video to their Instagram, so, shout out to Turkey, and people started freaking out. It looks like he's eating a plate of dragon d***. Bro is eating a
It looks like dragon lungs and dragon wiener at the same time.
fried t-shirt. That's Little Mermaid's Mermussy. And then,
Mermussy.
because everyone is a
Ratussy.
contrarian on the internet, a whole other group starts pushing back. You uneducated swine know nothing about real cuisine. I've had it before in prison, and it tastes really savory. Alright, so what is this monstrosity that people are actually fighting over? So I had to look it up. It's called sirden, and it's the stomach of a goat or sheep stuffed with meat and rice. I don't know, that sounds a bit like haggis to me. Tastes as good as it sounds. So who Whose side am I on? So this woman in Florida was
Oh
arrested.
god, I remember eating cabbage rolls or whatever the fuck they. Hopefully nobody heard what I just said. But I had cabbage rolls and they taste bloody benorable. They taste horrible. They taste like you gently threw up in rice.
While buying flowers from a street vendor.
Boom.
Police in Bonita Springs caught her giving money to a flower woman on the side of the road, and they arrested her.
I just tried to give her $20. I just tried to give this lady $20. Please send this to me. My phone number is 813.
And of course, the video blows up, and the internet is pissed. This is ridiculous! Oh, come on now! You can't even buy flowers anymore? First of all, this happened in Bonita Springs, Florida, so shout out to Florida. So apparently in that area, it's not actually a crime to buy from a street vendor, but it is a crime to stop your car to do so. Here's the craziest part, though. She wasn't actually arrested for any of those things. She wasn't charged with buying flowers or obstructing traffic. She was charged with resisting an officer without violence and failing to obey the police. So after these police officers pissed off the whole internet. So a man in Dallas, Texas was trying to use the restroom at a pizza shop, and 2 off-duty officers wouldn't let him. So the man ended up holding it so long that he urinated on himself. And when other officers showed up, they were heard laughing and mocking the man.
You guys made a guy pee himself?
Oh my god, I just cut myself in my own nail because I was biting them.
And then he calls back and said it's okay, he doesn't need PPE
Oh my
anymore
God.
because he used soil.
Okay, yeah, so obviously that's awful.
I held it so long once. We were on like a 3-hour car trip. And then I had to go poo, or either poo or pee. So I went into a restroom. It was just a hole in the ground, and I had to hold it for the next 7 hours. And what was in there was the people's poo from the last
These police
1,000
officers
years.
pissed off the whole.
And then he calls back and said it's okay,
Oh my
he
god!
doesn't need PPE anymore because he used
It crashed!
Okay, yeah, so obviously that's awful. But here's the twist. So it turns out the man they were laughing at was a military vet who had an injury from his tour in Afghanistan. The injury was to his lower extremities, causing him bathroom issues. Hence why his need to use... These people get trapped in an elevator and they have no cell reception. So they use the call button to call... cell reception. So they use the call button to call the building
Come
concierge.
on!
The concierge refuses
Jesus
to call the
Christ!
fire department.
Freaking internet here, god damn it! He's cussing in my pillow constantly from that.